do people care that much about tax cuts, Shamabeel? I know some people will, but when you're looking at $10 in the back pocket, and I know we've heard the government say, well, that might be a movie outing, or that might be easing your groceries. Doesn't that just make it inflationary? I mean, we might get the tax cut, but it's not actually going to help any, is it?
Well, I think there is a bit of relief at the margin, and some people will enjoy it. But the reality is it's a really expensive way of doing it. So, if you spend $4 billion on tax cuts versus $4 billion on infrastructure, the impact on the economy and the impact on inflation would be much better if you did it through infrastructure. And so I think that is the challenge. It's about how do you find the balance? And we are overdue a tax cut. So if you think about those tax thresholds, they've increased so much over the course of the last 10, 15 years that we are overdue. I guess the rational response would have been be pragmatic and do it 12 months later, but that's not what we're getting. And I suspect what we will get is the tax cuts will be implemented over a longer period of time because the money is simply not there.
Yeah, we haven't actually got the detail of whether the tax cuts are going to be, as you said, the money that they promised pre-election. We also had this very funny comment from Nicola Willis, which I know gets brought up quite a lot. How big is your hole, to Grant Robertson? And I just want to know if you've got a prediction for us, Shamabeel, about how big the hole is going to be in this year's budget.
Well, I don't know, but what I can tell you is it's being filled with unfortunate things, like cutbacks on things like school lunches, which the evidence says actually works really well. We are doing things like pausing on infrastructure projects, building on things like public houses. In my mind, those are really terrible ways to fund tax cuts. Those are things that we desperately need in our country. And it's a real shame that the election promises that we make are really affecting on some of those other things that I think all New Zealanders want that we go ahead with.
Can we boil this down just quickly, Shamabeel? Because what I'm hearing is you're saying we still need to be spending money on these things. We still need to be doing it. But, a lot of our viewers write in and say, stop spending all this money. Do we lack the basic understanding that when the economy is not looking great, it's not in tip-top shape, we still need to be putting money into it to try and get it going and to try and rev it up again?
Absolutely. So if you think about the economy, there are kind of two big levers that we can pull. One is interest rates and the other one is the government. And right now, interest rates are really high and it's hurting. We've got $200 billion of mortgages refinancing this year. And I can promise you, people are going to hurt this year. If the government goes into austerity in this time, it worsens the recession. Government should be doing the opposite. We should be trying to pump prime the economy, catalyze the economy. And the best way to do that is spend money and to maintain the money on welfare, health, education, police, all the things all of us actually want to be running in good shape.
Just quickly, I really just want to pick up on one final point you made there. Do you think their plan is going to make the recession worse?
Yes.
I'll leave it there. Shamabeel Yaqub, economist, thank you very much.